alive. So thank you for joining us tonight. Am I excited? Absolutely. Been waiting to share this exciting news with you. And yes, we launched this amazing trip at conference, but tonight we're backing it up with some detail. And I've got our Director of Marketing, Sarah Wardrobe, who's actually going to walk you through the promotion tonight to give you a full explanation and give you the opportunity to ask questions, because clarity and understanding the steps is going to be really key. So just write your questions in chat and then we'll circle back and answer those questions if we haven't had chance to by the time we get to the end of the evening. And then I'm probably going to take a second part, not so important, I'm going to say, and a short version just to back up with some hints and tips and really creating the platform of how we're going to support you with our Wednesday night monthly calls, leadership development going forward. So we've got an exciting evening planned for you. And as I said, I'm going to handball to Sarah, who's ready at the gate, ready to share the information. So take plenty of notes. And as I said, any questions, pop them in the chat, because after tonight, I really want you to feel that you understand what you have to do, how you have to do it, inside out and back to front, for want of a better word. So let me handball to you, Sarah. Thank you.
Oh, great. Thanks, Jenny. Well, hi, everyone, and it's great to be here. I'm just going to share my screen and do a presentation and actually take you through some of the key elements of the incentive that's literally just launched. As you know, we've just sent an email out yesterday launching the actual incentive, but there are quite a few things that you could have done before now. So as you know, with conference, we had lots of things coming up and lots of things that you could have taken advantage of. So I might just share my screen if you just bear with me. So, so here we are. This is the the launch of the Australasian incentive to Queenstown, New Zealand. As you know, everyone Jenny launched that at the conference, the location, which we're all very excited about. So I guess first what I'm going to do is take you through a few really quick things on how you can start. And then I'll take you through each element of the qualification, every single thing that you can earn points on and how to do that. And I'll also take you through some elements on what we've created for you and where you can find those. So the first thing that we have created, of course, is in New Zealand, is a brochure. So this is just to get you in the mood, really, but it gives you a good layout of how to get there quickly as well. And that's also available on the blog. When we sent out our email yesterday to all associates to launch the Australasian incentive, we did funnel everyone into the blog. So all of these documents are available to be downloaded there. Okay, so I guess you're ready and waiting. So how do you start? That's the first thing that I'm going to go through tonight. And there's a few really simple things that we can do quickly and now, some really good low-hanging fruit. So the first thing, of course, is to register your interest. So this, you don't have to write down that link exactly, but what is necessary is to register your interest, of course. When you go into the blog, at the very end of the blog, we have embedded that form into the blog. So you can just go to the blog and type in your details. And the whole reason why we want you to register your interest is so that we know, you know, who you are, what your goal is, what you're aiming for. And also we're going to be doing some communication to you as a group to make sure, you know, good tips and tricks to make sure you're on your way. So by registering, you get 50 bonus points. So there you go, tick, 50 points towards your incentive trip. Okay, so the second one we have there is the February enrollments promotion. Now, you might recall that for the last month, we have had our February $15 sign-up promotion. And I'll go on about, add more to this later. And what you do recall probably that if you signed up an associate for the month of February with a product order of 100 PV or more, this person, this new brand new associate will count towards your enrollment requirements. not your PV or anything like that, but your enrollment requirements. And I'll talk about that a little bit later and go through that. So that's something to keep in mind, which I'll go through. And of course, the third thing that is a really simple thing to do was, of course, conference. So conference, if you registered for conference, you've just made yourself an easy 150 bonus points. And we have all the registrations there. And if you were there, it was a great event. And we, of course, launched our location there. So there you go. There's your first 200 points plus potential enrollment requirement numbers there that we can add to that. So that's your first starting point, which is fantastic, which is awesome. So as a start, that's great. Let's get into, now there are 3 things that I'm going to go into next, which are really quite important that I just want to go through. So the first one is your leadership level and your DPV. So if you go to your success tracker in your back end, you need to look up your leadership level and your DPV level on the 31st of January 2021. Now, the reason why this is important is because this is going to be your base level of which everything is measured for this incentive. So what I would do is go to the your back end, look up your level and write it down in text on a big piece of paper, what your leadership level was on that date, as well as your DPV level. Write it down, big text up, and stick it up on your wall. Stick it on your wall and say, right, this is my base level. So the reason why we need you to know that base level is because everything will be measured off that. So one of the main things is that your level needs to be maintained or higher for 4 months of the incentive period. So that's why that's important. But also some of the other bonuses will also be affected by this base level. So when we refer to base level, that's what you need to have, your base, your leadership level on the 31st of January 2021 and your DPV level for January on the 31st of January 2021. So as I say, write it down, stick it on your wall, make sure you've got it there. Okay, so the third thing that I was just going to go through was the qualification points. So this is where we have our bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and diamond levels. It just gives you, sort of a feel for what level you want to go for, whether, depending on your points and depending on where you want to get to. Now, you can aim big, honestly. And what you can do is when you register, you will be asked what level you're aiming for. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to stay within that level. If you go for bronze and you get to platinum, fantastic. That's perfect. We want to see that. But this is really just accountability for you at the beginning to say and to set that goal where you want to be. So, yeah, there are all the points there. So 7,500 points. Which you can get you to for one person on your incentive trip for 4 days, 5 nights for twin share accommodation. So silver, when you get to 13,000 points, it's for twin accommodation, 4 day, 5 night, and it actually goes to 2 people. So this is where it's really fantastic. Gold is 18,500 points. And as well as the 4 night, 5 day trip, you get a 2 night extension. With platinum at 22,500 points, you get the 4 night, 5 day trip, the 2 night extension, plus VIP extras. Now, the last one there is our diamond level. Now, this level is only reached if you reach over 25,500 points. And once you reach that level, the top 3 people of the incentive will win luxury diamond experience, which is, it's a bit exciting. Don't want to give away too many surprises, but that will be obviously a really luxurious experience. So this is a really good, table to go through what points you're looking at and what you're going to be able to win. Okay, so they're the 3 main things that I need to go through with you for the qualification requirements. The next thing I'm going to do is go through exactly how to qualify. And there are quite a few categories in order to qualify. 7, in fact, quite a few. But I'll go through each of them and go through some examples as well, so that we can make sure that you're understanding everything. So the first one there is to register or activate. So I've just been through that. It is embedded on the blog, or there is a link to register where you give your details and where you want to go, just a goal of where you want to go for this incentive over this 5-month period. The second one there is enrolment requirements. The third one there is a fast start for March, which is a brand new month, March bonus, which I'll take you through, which is very exciting, which we will be launching tomorrow. And I'll take you through that. There's also product orders, there's automatic orders, leadership, and business development. So let's take you through all of those. I'm not going to go through the register one. I think that one's pretty basic. But the second one we've got there are enrolment requirements. Now, this is what I was talking about before with our enrolment requirements. For each level, we have a certain number of new associates that you need to sign up, and a certain number of new customers, giving you a total figure at the very end. So for bronze, that's 4 new associates and 6 customers. Silver is 6 and 6. Gold is 8 and 8. And platinum and above is 12 brand new associates and 10 brand new customers. So they're the levels that you need to have. So in order to reach these enrolment requirements, it's important that you keep tabs on how many you're enrolling and when. So I'll just talk a bit before about how we had the February enrolment promotion, the $15 sign up. So what we did as an additional bonus is that this is where this comes in quite handy, where if you signed up a brand new associate with a minimum of 100 PV at the same time for the month of February, that enrolment would count towards this new associate number. So for example, if you signed up 4 brand new associates that were all on 150 PV or more, you will now already have 4 brand new associates here as your enrolment requirements. So it's actually would have been a really good push to really start you on that incentive. So that's how it would have added to your enrolment requirements. It doesn't count, the PV does not count, but it only counts on the enrolment requirements here. So this table is also on the brochure, so you can look at that as well. Okay, so I hope that's clear. Okay, so the third one that we have here, which is very exciting, is our March Fast Start bonus. Now, what you need to do here is for the month of March, any new associate sign up that places a 100 PV minimum product order at the same time wins 100 bonus points. So when you think about that, you not only get the enrollment requirement, so a brand new associate that adds to your enrollment requirements, but you also get 100 bonus points. That's yet again another fantastic bonus that you can take advantage of. Now, as I said, I haven't even sent this out yet to the wider field, so I will be launching this tomorrow on email to all of our associates so that you guys can really take advantage of it. But it's a really fantastic, yet another push, similar to the February promotion, but again, it's coming into March now, so we've got a full price sign up, but you get extra bonus points. So just keep doing what you're doing. Okay, all right, so number 4. So the number 4th way that you can earn points is for product orders. So, you know, any orders, any automatic orders, any one-time orders for customers or associates, the number of points earned equals PV. So you've just got to measure it based on PV, like our last year's incentive. And for this one, similar to last year, you know, to participate, you've got to have a minimum of 150 PPV generated each month during the incentive period. Now, of that 150 PPV, 100 PV must come from your own personal order. Now, when I say PPV, of course, I mean my order and my customers' orders. That's it. So as an associate, your personal PPV will be counted at a minimum of 150 PPV and a maximum of 750 PPV every single month, which is great, but that's why these extra ways to earn bonus points is still really important as well, to really get into reaching out to these other bonuses. Okay, so that's the product orders. On top of that are automatic orders. So we're pushing for bonus points on automatic orders. So this is a similar table to last year as well, but we have changed some of the points around. And so for automatic orders, every month, enrollers can earn bonus points for associates and customers that places an automatic order of 101 PV and above. So as you can see there, we've got 101 to 150 PV, 151 to 250 PV, and 251 plus PV. So there's 3 different categories. And how this works, and I'll go through a couple of examples, but how this works is every single month that your customer or associate is on automatic order, you get points for that. And they are awarded every single month. So as an enroller, you can earn points for your automatic orders. This is just automatic orders, remember. So let's go through a couple of examples that we might be able to help you understand this. This is always the fun part. Okay. Oh, I might have to move my little thing on so I can look at it. Okay, so sorry, just moving that across. Okay, so let's look at this first example. Okay, so here's the chart at the top of the at the top here, and I'll be referring to this as well. And I've got a little example here I'll just read out, and all of their PV per month is in the table. So Associate A joined in March with 110 PV order on order. So she stayed on automatic order for the duration of the incentive period. And I've got down there April 110 PV, May she did 152 PV, June 251, and July 251. So I've got down here all the months. I've got the number of PV per month. And then this is the bottom table. And then I've got the bracket that they're in. Okay, so to get to this amount, I'm going to add them up. So here, the first month is 20. The second month, which was April, is 110. So it's in this one again. So the second automatic order, the enroller gets 20 points. So this is cumulative, remember. May, 152, so she gets 30 points. June is 251, she gets 70 points. And July 251 again, she gets 70 points. So therefore, if you total all those numbers in all those rings over the 5-month period, as an enroller, you'll get 210 points for that associate's orders. Okay, let's look at another one. Okay, so my associate joined later in the incentive. She's got a total of 3 automatic orders during the incentive period, and her first order was 130 PV, her second was 180 PV, and her third was 250. So on this example down here, I've laid them all out, month 1, month 2, month 3, with where the brackets are. I've actually labelled them or put rings around them in the table, and because she only did 3 automatic orders during that 5-month period, she will get points on 1 AO, 2 AO, 3 AO there. So the 3 months there. So as an enroller, you will get 100 points. Okay. All right, let's look at another one. So this is a good one. Associate B joined in March and maintained her auto order for the full 5 months of the incentive, and her orders were all over 251 PV for every single month. So if you're as lucky to get this one, you will get 50, 50, 50, and then 70 and 70. So for the whole of the 5 months. So you'll get, as an enroller, you will get 290 points for that associate. And this could be associate or customer. Okay, I'm going to throw one more in just to make sure you get this, because some of this is quite easy, but this is probably a little bit difficult. So Associate C joined in March and had 2 automatic orders at 120 PV each. Then she cancelled and she set another auto order up for 120 PV in the last month of the incentive of 120 PV. So here I've written down March, April, and then July. There's 120 PV per month there with all your brackets. But what's tricky here is that it's still only her third automatic order. So I've got 20, 20, and 20. So if she, as you can see, if she'd maintained that automatic order, you'd be getting up to these higher amounts and maintaining it. So for this one, as an enroller, you would receive 60 points. So it can be non-consecutive in that respect. Hope that's clear. Okay. All right, so moving on from automatic orders, now we're going to get into the business development section. Now, the business development section, I think that's meant to be leadership development, but anyway, it's points awarded to help your team. So this is where it's really important to help your team get to some of their goals. So as an enroller or and personally, you will get points for personal leadership achievement, leadership maintenance, as well as developing new leaders in your teams. So I'm going to go through some of this now. And one thing there I should also note is that enrollers, when we get to this one, here's the chart. Enrollers, it's table number C here, enrollers can only earn the points if you have personally enrolled that associate. Okay. All right, so with this chart, we have, I've just labelled them A, B, C to be a bit easier. The leadership levels, the points awarded to, and what levels you have there. So you have personal leadership achievement, which goes to the points are awarded to you personally. And if you maintain that level, those points are awarded personally as well. And if you've got your, if your enroller's been helping you to get there, they will also earn points at level C here. So to really get a feel on how this works, let's take you through some examples. So, okay, so personal leadership achievement points, which is table on the first column, table A. So for an example, all of these points are also awarded once only. So only once on A, once in B, once in C. Okay. So if an associate at Gold Executive Director achieves a leadership level of Presidential Director, if you look at this table A, they are going to earn 650 bonus points. So if an associate at, at 650 points, yeah. Second example there, if an associate at Gold Director, so you've got Gold Director, third one down here, achieves a leadership level of Silver Executive Director, they will earn 200 points. Yeah. However, if within the whole incentive period, if that same associate goes on to achieve Gold Executive Director, which is down here at 350 points, they will only win points for that level, which is 350 points. So what you could do is potentially go for the top achievement award if you'd like, or any level that you like to, but whatever level that you are the highest point that you achieve within the incentive period, you will earn your points for. So you've got to look at it within the whole incentive period. So once you start rising up for those ranks, don't keep going, just keep on going, don't stop, because the more you go up, the more points you receive. So this is why the points are awarded only once, but it's a big chunk of points there. So that's really worth it. Okay, so that's personal leadership achievement that you will win personally. Okay, I can see all those minds going, oh yes, I'm getting onto that goal. Jenny, I can see that happening.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. All right, so the second one we have there is new leadership maintenance levels. So this is the second column, which I've labelled B. So again, points are awarded only once. So for an example, if an associate at a GED achieves Presidential Director, so they're here, and they achieve Presidential Director, and they maintain that for at least 1 month, they will earn, on the bottom of the column here, 400 points. So let me explain that. So if you're a GED and you go up to presidential director, once you hit that point, you will receive 650 points here for your personal achievement. But if you get that again for the next month, so you maintain that for an extra month, whether it's 1 month or 2 months or 3 months, you will get, if you maintain that, you will get 400 points there. So I've just put down there A plus B is 1,050. So that is if you go up one. So this is why we have this level here at A. So you're personally ranking up and then you maintain it for that next level. So it's almost like you earn it for the first month and it's a +1. So 1 or more months that you maintain that level during the incentive period. And, you know, some of these points are pretty high when you get up to these levels. So again, points are awarded only once. So try and I would just keep pushing for that 5-month period so that you can maintain that level or even go higher if you can. So that explains the leadership maintenance level points. Okay, so the third one that we have here, and this is the third one along which I've labelled C. These are points that are awarded to the enroller. And again, these points are awarded to the enroller that has personally enrolled that person. So if your enrollee is an executive director, okay, and achieves silver executive director, you will receive 200 points. So you've got a little one there. And as an enroller, you will get the 200 points. But if that same person goes on to achieve gold executive director and she goes up another level, you will, as an enroller, you will win 350 points, not the 200 points. So that's why I'm saying if you look at it holistically and you go towards the whole, look at it towards the whole 5 months worth, the highest point that you get to as an enroller, you will win points for that person, your enrollee. Okay, so this is where it's really good to really build your team and really support your team towards ranking up and getting them into those business, you know, increase their business in that respect. Okay. All right, I hope that's clear. Okay, all right, so I think we're almost getting towards the end. Sorry, that's leadership. Okay, so the next one that we have there, oh, of course, I've got this doozy of an example here. Okay, so I'm going to try and accumulate it all together. So, okay, going back to your base leadership level at the 31st of January, and if it was silver executive director, you would need to reach a gold executive director or above to be awarded personal leadership points, which is number A here. So if you reached gold executive director, you would earn 350 points, which is what we say here in the first column. And if you maintain this for another month, so +1, so you've hit it, great, you get that first column points. You maintain it for another month, so +1. In number B, you'd earn 300 points. So that's your points personally. Your enroller would also earn 350 points at that level. So as I say, points are only awarded once. Okay, so that's if that happens in that scenario. Okay. All right, the next one we have here, which I'll go through, and I think this is our last one, is business development. Oh yes, this is a good one. Okay. So business development, points are awarded for new Team 2 and Team 4 for personally enrolled associates. So I'm just going to go backwards a little step here and just say, what is T2 and T4? Okay, just so that we can get to the basics for this, and then I can go forwards. So the business development bonus explained. So this is part of our compensation plan, the business development bonus, and I'll talk you through this. If you, as an associate, create a personal 500 PPV. So by that PPV, I mean yourself and your customer ring, for example, is a total of 500 PPV. So remember, PPV is yourself and your customers. That's all it is, PPV, yourself and your customer PV. So if you create that business unit and you have a minimum of 500, minimum at least. You can go more than that if you like, but if you have at least 500, that is what we want you to aim for. That is the start of the business development bonus. So the second thing to do and to earn a team 2 is for you to do that yourself and then teach another associate, another 2 associates to do that. So one of your associates to create their own 500 PPV circle and another associate to earn their 500 PPV circle. Sorry, I'm seeing all the messages come up and I can't see them, so I'm sorry. But anyway, we'll get to them, don't worry.
We'll get to them, Sarah. A lot of activity going on behind the scenes here. Everyone's excited. Okay.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so you yourself have got your business unit. You've got 2 associates doing your 500 PPV circles business unit. That is called the team 2. Now you will earn points if you earn a brand new team 2. If you have not only 2 associates doing that, but 4 associates doing that you have personally enrolled, this is. So all of this is you have to personally enroll these associates. So if you have 4 of your personally enrolled associates doing their own little 500 PPV circles, that is called team 4. And that is where the basis of these incentive points come from. Okay, so as I said, this is part of the compensation plan. I just thought I'd put in here as well, once you earn that normally, in a normal situation as part of your commission, these are the payouts that you have for a team 2 payout and a team 4 payout every month, every single month. So it's quite lucrative. So this is where, with our incentive, and this is how it relates to our incentive. I'm going to go to the next one. So points are awarded for new team 2 and new team 4 for personally enrolled associates. So you get a new team 2, you earn 250 one-time points. Okay, if you earn a brand new one. If you maintain that every single month, you can earn 150 points every single month down here. Okay, in a similar respect, if you earn a team 4, you can win 500 one-time points. Or if you maintain that every month after that, once hitting it, you can earn 300 points every single month of the incentive period. Okay, so this is similar to last year, but we've added an extra step here, which is really fantastic, which I'll go through. We have added points for the enrollers. So your enrollers, they have to be for enrollers of your personally enrolled associates, okay? So as enrollers, you can earn points for helping your associates to get to team 2 or team 4. So here, for new team 2 or team 4, one-time points of 200. And if they maintain it every month, you can earn as an enroller 100 points per month. In a similar respect, team 4, a one-time points of 400 points for the enroller, and if they maintain it every month, you as an enroller get 200 points every month. Okay, so let's look at some examples. I think this one's pretty straightforward. Let's have a look. Okay, so there's my table up here with all of our points. If an associate creates a new team 2, they have to be new, remember, new within the incentive period. They are automatically awarded 250 points. So here's your one-time points here. If the same associate maintains the new team 2 for 3 months, they are awarded 150 points times 3 months, which is 450 points. So that's potentially quite a lot of points for the incentive. So that's the first one. And as part of the second example, we have, this is the enroller points. So these are the points for the enroller. So if you're personally enrolled this person, you will get the points. And this is really good. This is really good to help support people. So another example here, as an enroller, your associate, or in the example just before, earned a new team 2. Therefore, as an enroller, you will earn 200 points for the one time, which is here, and 300 points, which is 100 points per month times 3 here. Okay, so it applies to, remember, new team 2 or new team 4 only. Okay. Whew. I'm cracking a sweat here, Jenny.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to ask you to circle back for a clarification, but just cover up on this one, and then you can help me with something, Sarah.
Okay, sure, absolutely. Yeah, as I say, I haven't been able to look at any of them.
Yeah, that's okay.
So, so in the resource library, we do have our How to Qualify brochure, which I've got a little picture there of, as well as our brochure, which I showed at the first instance. I also have another brochure, well, another document there, which is the fine print. And we've got a tracker that will be coming as well. So we have all of the details that you need on the travel incentive blog, which I've just put a little small little icon there. That's what it looks like. This little red sticky note here on the blog tells you that this is stuck to the top of the blog at all times. So you don't have to go searching anywhere. It will always be at the top of the blog. And to help support you in your journey, we also have lots of incentive training calls. So not only just tonight, but we have one pretty much every month or every 30 days to support you going forwards. And these will be different different things, you know, at the time, and different promotions that we can take. You can take advantage of. We can go through.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and that's pretty much it for me.
Okay, well done, Sarah. A lot to get through tonight, but because we've had some chats, and this is all about clarity and clarification. I think there's a typo on numbers that wasn't picked up earlier. Can you go back to the enrolment requirements? I think it was slide 2 or 3, please.
Enrollment requirements.
Yeah. Where for platinum and above. See, that goes up to 22, and I think it should be 20. I think that should be 10 associates and 10 new customers, according to my notes, but I need your confirmation of that. I didn't think you went up to 22.
That's what I did have on my documentation, but I will have to confirm that. Yeah, you're right. It is 22. But
Okay.
yeah.
It's 22, not 20.
I think so, yes.
Okay, all right.
I'll have to confirm that.
All right, obviously we had a couple of questions there, and I just wanted us to be able to say we'd circle back and clarify that. Okay, all right, thank you. There was a question whether customers enrolled in February counted. Unfortunately not. February promotion was for enrolment of associates only. So again, just wanted to give clarity on that one. I'm just wondering if there's any questions that have been left unanswered before we move on, because it's important we get, I think everything else has been answered. If you have got a question that is still outstanding, maybe you can help me here, because we've got a lot in the chat box, and I don't want to miss something that's key or important or causes confusion. So I've got one new message just come up. Sorry.
Can I answer one of the questions quickly?
Yes, Chris. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Sure. So Sandra asked, during the incentive period, if someone qualifies to a new level above the base level of the incentive, but had at some time been at level before, does that count? So the answer to that simply is the base level is the base level.
Yep.
So if you were a executive director at the base level and you had been a gold executive before that, we're not going for highest level. We decided to make it as simple as possible. So the base level is the level you were at the end of January, and you're going to grow your business from there going forward.
Yeah. Thank you, Chris. Absolutely. We want everyone excited about the opportunity to grow in 2021.
So it's not highest level ever.
No, it's not. It's the next level up. But what we were trying to say is, you know, where you start at January 21 and what level you are at the end of the incentive trip period. If you jumped several ranks, you're going to get the highest points. When you look at that point level against the rank, they're the points you're going to get. So it's in your best interest to just keep pushing forward. Okay. So where you start and where you finish are going to be key to your points calculations. All right. So thank you. Liv,
one question there. Sorry, I've just seen a question there from Marika. my enroller is in South Africa. Will she earn points?
I think Chris answered that one and he said no, and I asked him to say it nicely.
Well, what you didn't hear is I said it in Afrikaans.
All right, okay.
En sy het my verstaan, julle het my nie verstaan nie, maar sy het.
Yes, but you do have to be an Australian associate, a New
Yeah.
Zealand associate, or a Singapore associate to be in it. So there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But in answering that quite simply, no incentives are crossover country to country. Quite simply, you can only earn the incentive in the country that you live in, because the revenue comes from that country, so it's based in that country. So unfortunately, your upline is going to have to do her South African incentive.
Yeah, and if I can see Vincent's query here. Sorry, it's me. I think I understand you correctly, Vincent. If you enroll in Associate A in February, and then the Associate A orders 100 PV in March, would these 100 PV count to the incentive points? Absolutely, because the trip starts from March 1 and the PV counts from March 1. Okay.
And there was just one other question I was answering. The question was, do you have to maintain that position 2 consecutive months to get the consistency, the maintenance bonus? The answer is no.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to get to that point, and that highest point, and make sure that you qualify at least one other month during the incentive period to actually get the maintenance.
All right. Thank
so
you.
It can be the first month and it can be the last month.
Okay. Wow. Well, we've got 41 interested parties on our call tonight. I'm putting down 41 flights required for New Zealand plus incentive trip. Okay, well, look, it's been great. Thank you, Sarah, for your hard work and getting that rolled out. I would like to just back it up with a short presentation from me, and if I can ask Liv to start screen sharing. And I guess for me, just to reinforce, what we've just shared with you, obviously we're bouncing off of our Step into the Spotlight conference, and we're obviously all excited to help you achieve this amazing incentive trip. So I'm just going to take a couple of minutes to get you to think about first things first. Thanks, Liv. And really what I want you guys to do is aim high and dream big. That's what this is all about, okay? I'm going to ask you to be bold and to be brave. And if you believe you can or believe you can't, either way, you're right, okay? So I want you to be confident, and I want you to be confident and feel confident. So just a couple of things. A lot of this you should know and should have as good housekeeping, but I'm going to reinforce it for you. And we mentioned, Sarah, the 50 kickstart points. Put those into your trip bucket. I want you to evaluate the results of your February enrollment month and capture that information, and make sure you understand the important rules. We've shared quite a bit of information tonight, but I want the important rules to keep you focused and to keep you on track each month. And we've captured them here. And the reason I've done this, we had a couple of situations last promotion where not all the criteria was captured, and a couple missed the trip because they missed one of these important rules, and that was around the DPV, and that is the 4th point here. So all these rules you have to have as part of the achievement, and if you drop one, then it could knock you out of the incentive trip. So if I was you, I'd actually capture this from the written documentation up on the blog, print it out and have it up front and central, that it reminds you what you need to keep track of and focus on for 5 months. 5 months is a long period for an incentive trip, but we need to make sure that you know what you need to do every single month. So just a reminder, they are important, and please take note of them. And the other thing that Sarah reminded me of, we were very generous, we believe, by giving those that committed to attending conference at 150 points. So when you start thinking about your goals and what your starting point is, 50 points for registering, 150 points if you attended conference, and where your points are because of I'm going to say the generosity of the February promotion. Okay. So I want you to now, as I say, you all know this, and I'm probably teaching you, reminding you of things you should be doing, but it's worth reminding you to do these, because these simple steps can actually help you stay on track. I want you to break your goal down, whatever you're going for. And as I said, dream big, aim high. Your daily goals, I want you to capture them, and then daily action steps. Then do the same for weekly, and then do the same for monthly. We're going to be setting up what I call good business, best business practice, that we're going to circle back each month on these Wednesday night leadership development calls to share ideas and to keep everyone focused. So what is best practice for daily steps? And I'm just giving a couple of one-liners here. I'm sure you can add to these, and maybe we will be sharing those as we go through on our call. So, take a moment to embrace a morning affirmation, make yourself feel good, keep focused. I want you to review your contact list. That's your cholesterol check. That's your mine of information. That's a major resource. And commit to following up with at least 3 new potential customers or associate leads every day. Now, that's best practice. If you want to do more than 3, go for it. But consistently making 3 calls a day will get you some great results. Okay, and we'll be sharing those results with each other to prove a point here, I guess. Then what are weekly steps? It could be, for example, refreshing your social media page. It could be on Instagram. Engage with a strong call to action on whatever platform you're using to reach out to your contacts and to promote the opportunity and the business platform. And I want you to review the results of daily activities and reset. Is it time to increase the number of daily contacts? Are you falling behind where you want to be when you've laid your map out? You need to evaluate, assess, and restructure continually as we go through this promotion. Okay. Now, what are maybe your monthly steps? Again, review, review, review. This is an important promotion, and you've started out excited. I'm sure every one of you wants to celebrate and achieve this. Well, remember to celebrate what you have achieved. Keep yourself engaged. Keep your enthusiasm up by celebrating what you have achieved. How many contacts made? Analyze your conversion ratio. If you're speaking to 6 people and you get 1 person decide to join and your goal is 2, guess what? You're going to have to make 12 calls. And this is about managing your business in the best possible way, not leaving it to fate, not leaving it to chance. It's actually working the promotion to get the best outcome. And as I captured there, keep a record, update your incentive tracker. Oh, excuse me. Okay. So if the plan doesn't work, then I'm going to share with you, change the plan, but never the goal. We want to keep you focused and we want to keep you energized. All right. And another thing to remember too, be aware of your state of mind. Self-doubt has a sneaky way of stealing your dreams. If you begin to doubt yourself, check in with your upline, check in with us. Let's help keep you focused, because, positive vision creates a positive outcome. So be aware of your state of mind, okay? And I guess the key here is staying focused. Celebrate the journey, share successes, utilize team support and upline support, develop stickability, never give up. And I captured that. That's actually a fire there. And I just think you need to ignite the fire in your belly with respect and just do it. You can do this. You just need to be focused and positive. And, as I'm going to share with you next, we're going to support you on the journey. So you will know why? Because we believe in you. We are your support team. So we're going to have the monthly Connect calls. We're going to share the journey. We're going to evaluate and help overcome speed bumps by sharing hints and tips with each other. those that have had great results, share some ideas that are going to help the rest of the team celebrate as well, because I'm a great believer, as you see here, team really means together everyone achieves more. Okay, now I guess we get the behavior we reward for, and I'm smiling while I'm saying this, that we're going to have monthly lucky draws for all of those who join us on the call. We will be celebrating with business building tools and how to use them and how to work with them to grow your business. And then we're going to have a grand draw at the end of the series for all those that have attended every month and stayed the course with a special prize. Love doing nice giveaways. But you know what? Why am I excited about this? Yeah, New Zealand as an incentive trip is an amazing opportunity to experience an amazing destination with your team, with your friends, and celebrate successes. But I want you to think about committing to the long game. The incentive trip really is a stepping stone to your future career and your future growth within Manatech, within the company. So utilize the incentive trip as the best building block for your business. You know, I know you know that you need to ensure that every associate you enroll, you share the income opportunity with, but do it in simple steps, one step at a time, and take them on the journey with you. I know you know that getting customers onto automatic orders is the best practice, but remind yourself to promote the long-term benefits of being on an automatic order. Just good housekeeping. Which I think, you know, we need to remind ourselves of best business practice at every opportunity. So thank you for that. And I'm going to leave you with this. I want you to think about broadening your horizons. I want you to create the foundation by working this promotion that will take you and your business to the next level, beyond the incentive trip, reaching new heights on an even more exciting journey of leadership development. So I look forward to participating with you on the journey. And I think that's probably enough from me. I'm excited. Let's open it to Q&A. Are there any more questions that we need to respond to, excite you with? Anyone going to give me a wave? Come on, I can see you all. Come on, get excited. Woohoo! This is the start of a great opportunity. So can we get the recording? My network died. I believe Olivia's taking care of that, Diane, so you should be okay with that one. And Chris has answered Judy's. Sign-ups in another country do not count. Okay, all right. No, does an inactive associate or customer who orders again count as a new enrollment? No, they don't. The orders they place, they will count for PV, but they do not count for one of your required enrollments for an associate or customer. You'll see on the terminology, we've actually stipulated new. It's new business you need to grow your business and for us to grow ours, okay? That's an interesting one, Michelle. New Zealand and Singapore count, don't they? Actually, I believe they do, unless Chris is going to cut across me, because this is Australasia. It is Australasia.
Australasia, yeah.
So I would have said
New Zealand, Singapore count, sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, team, are we excited or are we excited? Come on. Okay. I want to see some comments in here about who is going to give this absolutely everything, their best shot. Come on. Type up. Count me in. Count me in. Count me in. Come on. Platinum, anyone? Okay. All right. Diamond. Woohoo. Exciting. All right. Well, that's awesome. Okay. So, boy, are we going to have some fun celebrating with this. Great. Well, seriously, I do not have anything else. It's been a great call. I think we've shared amazing information, and I look forward to working with you, as I said, going forward. What we do are trying to bring for you on the Tuesday night business building call next week is tracker training, how you can find information to start your tracker. I'm not too sure that the incentive tracker will be finalized. We are working on it. But, you know, the plan is to give you as much support as we can. Okay, so every call should work in partnership with the next one. So, look, I've got Chris Simons online, which is an absolute wonderful opportunity. I don't know if you've got wise words as a wrap, Chris, other than just do it.
Yeah, just the as far as the Success Tracker online goes, we're trying to crunch, I think, 5 regions. Incentives are all launching around about the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So we're putting a lot of pressure on the IT guys to try and get it all loaded through Success Tracker, but our goal is to have it all loaded in Success Tracker sometime. So the tracker that you guys have got, you can start working with. But guys, we labored quite long and hard with regarding the incentive and the qualifications and the criteria, and we took into consideration a whole bucket load of things. The fact that that COVID had been had wreaked a bit of havoc on all of our figures and skewered a whole bunch of stuff, and that's why we decided to make it as simple and as clean a start as what we can. The goal is obviously is to see as many of you guys in New Zealand. But to Jenny's point, it is about the trip, but it really is. It's more than the trip. It's the incentive is the cherry on the cake. The travel is the cherry on the cake, and the ideal, the major intent of the incentive is to reward good habits. So that's why you'll see we've gone in, covered all of the key points in your structure and your building blocks of actually building and maintaining a healthy business. We're trying to reward in the incentive trip. So that's why it's a balance of associate sign up with customer sign up. That's why we're rewarding building the building blocks, which is the team 2 and the team 4, and we're rewarding the enroller for actually going out and actually teaching team 2 and team 4. So everything, if you look at the rules when you study them, you'll understand that they're step-by-step building blocks to help you get your business back on track, and at the same time make sure that the habits we're learning now don't just die off at the end of the incentive trip, because that's normally what you see. You see this going up, and then you see after the incentive trip, then up again. So hopefully the way we've leveled the requirements out will just carry on with the progressive good habit progression of your business moving past the incentive trip.
Chris, can I just, because we've got you on online, this one's rather interesting, and I don't want to put you on the spot. I'm sure you've got an answer, but I sort of sucked the end of my thumb. We are with the DPV, so the sign-ups in another country don't count, understand that, but does that mean we have to take them out of our DPV too? So obviously, and if we do,
I don't think so. I don't think we take the DPV out.
Okay, all right.
No,
I wouldn't have thought that would have been complicated to try and identify that, wouldn't it?
Well,
anyway,
you need someone smarter than me to figure that one out. So
okay, so we say we'll turn a blind eye to that one. I just want the DPV to growing. I'm greedy, so and if it's growing, it's increasing your business platform and increasing your commission, and that's healthy business all the way around. So I find that,
Jenny, I've got to be honest, it's not that difficult to do. It's not that difficult to track. My only concern might be that if we do the Success Tracker and we put in the business rules on the Success Tracker, that they might exclude that DPV, but let's just see where it ends at. I mean,
okay. All right, we'll monitor that one. Okay.
We definitely it's not that we don't trust the IT, but we always check to make sure that the numbers are correct too.
Okay, all right.
Everything's open for interpretation and discussion.
Absolutely. Well, look, I can see Liv's jumped in. We're going to capture the FAQs frequently asked questions from tonight, and any that come through from the customer service team as well, to keep confusion, for want of a better word, at bay. So we'll be sending out an FAQ after this call to answer all questions. Okay. So I'm going to wish each and every one of you an amazing journey of success. It starts tonight, or it actually didn't. It started a month ago, but I'm going to say starts from tonight. And I look forward to celebrating with each and every one of you as we take on this journey. Okay. So have a successful couple of months, guys.